Okay. Big game up ahead. Facing off against the first place Atlanta Braves. And I've got some bad news. You'll see what that is in a moment. Let's get to it.
Figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Tyler Glasnow gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
A change of scenery might be just what Glasnow needed. Started his career with the Pirates. Never been a question about the stuff. Big time arm. 95 to 97 mile an hour fastball. Good curveball. This guy is what they look like. Big, strong guy. The concern with him, throwing enough strikes. If he's throwing strikes, he's tough to hit.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Alright, so as you can see, it's raining. That's a shame. But, and it's raining once again with a Jacob deGrom start. I won't make the same mistake I made last time if a rain delay comes. And I left him in. He ended up getting rocked after that rain delay. So I won't make that mistake again if it occurs while deGrom is on the mound. But that does add another layer of complexity to this game, another complication to it. Here are the two batting lineups. It's pretty much all the Mets starters for every position. One small change is that McNeil is up in the number 2 spot, and Nimmo who has been slumping a bit. He's down in the number 8 spot. For the Braves, Albies Markakis, excuse me, who's been having a good season. His batting average has dipped a little bit, but he's still well over 300. Freeman, last time I faced Freeman, he was probably in the 230s, so you can see he's doing better on the season, hitting 260 now. Acuna batting cleanup, Ozuna in left field, Culberson, Flowers, and then Riley. Last time I faced the Braves, remember Riley hit a home run off of me. And then the pitcher Tyler Glasnow, which again, Glasnow is not on the Atlanta Braves. That was a result of a trade that they made in this season. So, yeah, let's get to it. And hopefully, if a delay comes, we get pretty deep into the game before it does.
Pitch. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches.
One away there.
That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn.
Man, he's throwing hard tonight.
Strike one. The numbers coming in: 278 the average, 10 home runs, and 17 RBIs.
A rainy, stormy night in Atlanta.
Freeman waits on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
And if you're wondering whether or not this is random or not, it's not.
So
What
Cespedes. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
What I do is I look at this date, which is May 22nd, I believe. I look at the weather for that night to see, well, what was the weather on that night in Atlanta.
From the stretch.
And at game time, it was rainy.
98, 0-1.
So that's what I decided to go with here.
The rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield, around the mound, and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Here it comes on 0-2. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there? Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side.
Well,
Mets go down 1-2-3.
let me hope that he
Mets in the first, and after a break, the Braves swing the bat. Stay tuned to MLB
loses
Network.
some gas here, or maybe if a rain delay comes, he gets knocked out of the game too. Because got to tell you, I don't remember
deGrom, a right-hander from Florida,
feeling that overmatched in a first inning for quite a while.
What do we need to know here, Danny?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
The Mets have their ace on the mound.
Top prospect Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Now here it comes. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they're coming off a short homestand, a little 5-1 stretch in their last 6 games, playing confident baseball right now. Look for them to be on the attack in the early innings.
That's wide, 2-0. Popped him up. McNeil is there for it. 1 out.
Batting second, the right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Stepping in, Nick Markakis. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
1 out, nobody on. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And they'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Batting first, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in Freddie Freeman. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
This is swung on and bounced to McNeil at second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Back now from Truist Park. Second inning coming up, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
Here's the 0-1.
Oh.
I think you could have an argument for that first pitch that it could have been off the plate, but there was certainly no debate with that one. That missed by a ton.
1-2, here it comes.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Here now the 2-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Now the payoff pitch home, and that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Kept it on the outer half the whole time.
Ready now, Michael Conforto. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
As a look, now the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Alonso on at first, nobody out. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And
2-0.
goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
It's a mistake. He knew it.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. In there, 1-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Got lucky.
Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on balls.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Now at the plate, J.D. Davis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side.
Damn it.
Freeman is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
Batting it, the center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Next up for New York, Brandon Nimmo. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. He's set and the pitch. And a ball 1-0.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. Still only one out in the inning. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
High pop-up. Flowers shading to his right, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Jacob deGrom.
So it's a runner at first with two gone, and that'll bring up the converted shortstop from his days at Stetson University, Jacob deGrom. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Count 1-0.
A runner on first with two away. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
From the stretch. High pop-up.
Everybody's popping it up.
Riley over to his
3
left.
pop-ups in one inning.
And
Jeez.
that ends the inning. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 New York. Acuna digs in now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. High and deep to
You're
right
kidding
center.
me.
Looking up is Nimmo. Gone. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Braves have struck for a run. It's now a 2-1 game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in the
hanging
lineup,
curveball.
it's better to do it with no one
It's a
on
bad
base.
pitch
It
on an
stings,
0-2
sure,
count.
but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor.
Missed the
in game.
location. It was supposed to be a
And
curveball
that'll bring in
down
Marcell
low.
Ozuna. He comes into this one having hit safely.
I was
in his
hoping to get him
last
to
5
chase it.
games.
Left it right over the upper middle of the plate.
First delivery to him on the way. Strike taken up in the zone. deGrom, a 6'4" right-hander, is currently third in all-star fan voting among starting pitchers, so he's hopeful at least to get an invite to the festivities.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. No outs, nobody on. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And he misses. Ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
Striding in, Charlie Culberson, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
So you missed the 2 Mets runs. It was Alonso walked, and then Conforto hit a 2-run home run.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit down the line at first. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Are you serious? I thought I touched first base.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler.
I guess I didn't touch it. Oh, God. So I that doesn't make sense. See, that's one of those things. One of those things that just wouldn't happen. I was right on top of it, so I figured, okay, I got him. But I guess I have to actually push the first base button. Instead, I just straddle first base and throw to second. That sucks.
First pitch on its way. Now the 0-1. Fouled off.
Bad pitch.
Fastball.
There we
on,
go.
Missed for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Standing in now, Austin Riley, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. In previous duels with deGrom, he's only 2 for 10. He's taken him deep.
That forecast
once.
isn't good. It's rain all night apparently.
The 0-1 on its way. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
In now, Tyler Glasnow. Lays off 1-0. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Ready for another chance? Ahmed Rosario, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. This is line to left. Ozuna has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
So 1 man gone for the Mets in the third, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Here's the first pitch to him, and he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
The 0-1.
What's going on, Flobo? Larry.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2.
Isn't that what Mets fans would taunt Chipper Jones with? Isn't that? I think it's his real name.
Swing and a liner. Foul. The 2-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
You don't remember? You call yourself a Mets fan?
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up.
Oh.
And a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Into the box now, Yoenis Cespedes. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Curveball hit on the ground to shortstop. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
We're just about set to go here as the Braves come to bat in the third inning, and this is an offense that's really been productive this year. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
For the Braves, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
First pitch on its way. Ozzie Albies will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And another foul ball. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now another 2-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
The 3-2 pitch. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. So with one away now, that'll bring in Nick Markakis. First delivery to him on the way. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
1-1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Runners on first with one down. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the stretch. Bounce to first. He's got it. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Mets are out on top, 2-1. New inning set to get underway, and here comes the first baseman, Pete Alonso. He's set. Here it comes. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
2-0 pitch on the way. 2 balls and a strike. And before the 2-1 pitch here, time called at home plate. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Michael Conforto waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Conforto. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The 1-0 home.
2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Here it comes, 2-0. And that's in there, 2-1.
I love that pitch right there. An aggressive fastball that catches the corner. The hitter knew it was coming and still couldn't do anything with it.
Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Line drive to left.
Oh.
In there, a base hit.
That felt good. Just went with that one.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
It was close enough that I felt like I better swing at it. It could have been ball 4, but I was glad I was able to do something with it.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That misses. 2-0.
Thank you.
Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Here it comes, the 3-0.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Ozuna, and this ball is gone.
Home run.
No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches.
I wouldn't call it a tape measure shot. It's just over the fence.
Extended hot streaks.
J.D. Davis, the next at bat, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
3 runs already home here. Shot toward right center.
That's going to go all the way to the wall.
For a base hit.
He's going to go for 3.
Second now and headed for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Wow, it looked like he was carrying a piano around the bases.
First triple of the season.
Somehow he makes it all the way around to third for a triple.
For Davis, that is.
Where credit is due. Nobody in the park, including me, thought he had that in him.
Hey, triples are always so exciting.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper. And
he's
looking
seen
to the
enough
here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much
Bobby
pleased
Cox
with
has
his
seen
performance
enough.
here this evening.
No, just kidding.
Whatever
his name is, Brian Schnitzer or whatever.
Felix Hernandez answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Hernandez.
So here's Brandon Nimmo.
And that's to the opposite field.
In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
So that closes the book on Glasnow's numbers tonight. And they're not pretty.
At the plate, Jacob deGrom. And the
He gets the
is
bunt
in
down,
fact
but I suck at bunting.
They won't get two
Damn it.
as he beats the relay to first. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Four runs here in this half inning. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Wow, I tried to check up on that
was
one,
an ugly
but
swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one
he
on
just
replay
didn't do
after
it.
the game.
That was not pretty at all.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Hernandez, commonly known as King Felix, of course. He's currently on a one-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Ground ball
Oh,
to second. This could be
tailor
two.
made.
A bare hand for one. And the return
Oh.
throw is wide.
Hey,
and
wide
not in
throw.
time as it pulled him off the bag,
Okay.
and they'll settle for just the one.
I'll take it.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just
Culberson.
be scored a fielder's choice.
Wide throw. The Mets catch a break there.
Riding in once again, Jeff McNeil. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more.
Rosario's
Let the ball get
going.
a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this.
And he's in there.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. The 1-1 home.
That's ball two. Count 2-1.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Pickoff move to second, and he just manages to get his hand in. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball three.
Cespedes on deck.
Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
Out in front of the changeup.
Another full count pitch home. Grounded to
right
first.
at him.
Freeman's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Braves 1. Leading off the inning, Ronald
So
Acuna.
deGrom with some
And
breathing
they'll need him
room
to
here.
get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind.
Let's
They're
go
already
after
down
these
by
guys.
a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he
Yeesh.
swings through it for the
I'm
first
happy
out of
with
the
that.
inning.
That was a
Well, he
mistake
certainly
pitch
wasn't
there.
intimidated
That was
on the
supposed to
mound
be
right there.
low and
He had to
outside.
stare down a really
Ended
good
up-
hitter.
ended up being pretty
Instead of
fat.
working around the zone,
But he has a really good
challenged him
slider.
with 3 straight good pitches. I
Still
like
got
that
him.
he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 5 homers and an even 20 RBIs. And it's quickly 0-2.
1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
There's the
It's
slider
so
again.
hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
So now to the plate, Charlie Culberson.
As he hits one on a line to left field.
Cespedes is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch, and that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen, and they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
Leading off with the Mets, the left fielder, number 52. The win is Cespedes.
Here's the pitch. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field.
Yeah.
There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Braves are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
The 2-0 on the way.
No, that's down.
Michael Conforto is on deck.
6 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Got him to go after the change there, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Ground ball foul down the left side. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. Albies picks it up. Throw to first to be in time, and Hernandez looking good here with 2 away.
Alonso retired for the first time.
Number 30, Michael Conforto.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is drilled, but right into the shift. Albies scoops it up.
Damn.
And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. All the way up and down the lineup, he said he's seeing swings break down and result in soft contact. He said some of that is pitch selection, some of it is poor swing mechanics, and some of it is a lack of focus. But either way, the message down here is that they need to find ways to make adjustments in the box, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The catcher, Tyler Flowers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tyler Flowers is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Oh, jeez.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
3-0 to him now.
Got squeezed on the first couple of pitches here.
Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Swing and a miss,
yes.
and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out.
Love that.
So yet another strong outing for him tonight.
Coming back from 3-0 to
in
get the guy
and
swinging.
As you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Digging in, Austin Riley looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
The count now at 2-1. Now here it comes. Fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
But this one will bend foul. Had
Note
plenty of
to
distance,
self.
though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Don't throw that again.
He'll try it again. 3-2. There's ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Now at the plate, Felix Hernandez. first at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. 1 strike. Trying to move the runner into scoring position here, but this is a foul ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 1-2 now to the Braves pitcher.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Oh, and he botches it.
Unbelievable.
The throw into second. And he is in there.
What?
Wow, sometimes you just have to shake your head on plays like this. Looked like he was there in plenty of time, had a beat on it, but he must have just lost concentration for a split second, and the ball falls. Should have made that play, though.
So it's 2nd and 3rd following the error. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Nick Markakis. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Outside.
Oh, it's
3-0
not
now.
good. Come on, man.
Runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 gone. And they won't let him walk that easily, as that's somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. As he arrives at 2nd without a play, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well.
Both those runs unearned.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. 2 out here and a runner at 2nd. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
The 2-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Runner in scoring position at 2nd with 2 down. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away.
pulled toward right center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Mets lead this one 6-3.
Jeez.
All set for the start of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball, didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time.
I need to catch my breath here.
First offering on its way. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up.
So my thoughts this inning, I had the 6, 7, and 8 batters coming up. If I make out 1, 2, 3, then I will have deGrom start the next inning with a short leash. If he allows 1 base runner, he comes out of the game. If I get a base runner on and pitcher spot comes up to hit, I will pinch hit.
And the 1-0 pitch. 1 ball,
Got
1
all
strike
right-handed batters that I'm facing next inning. So I've got a couple of right-handed pitchers that are warming up in the pen. Got Gesellman and Brock warming up.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here's the pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Don't run too hard, Ramos.
And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. 1 away now for the Mets in the 6th, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. Here's the first pitch to him. Drives it out to deep right center field. After it is Acuna, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Too much airtime. Acuna with enough time to catch up to that one.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
So striding in, Brandon Nimmo. First pitch of the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses. 2-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. It's the top of the zone.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Mets go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead.
You just painted the top of the strike zone. Well, that means I'm going to leave deGrom in.
Ronald Acuna
with a short
will stand
leash.
in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another
Yeah, that
look
was a
at his
mistake
solo
pitch.
home run that
0-2
helped
count,
get this
hanging
offense
curveball.
rolling.
Screwed up. He punished me for it. And that's only the second, or that's only, well, that was the first, but that's only one of 2 Braves hits this game.
First delivery to him on the way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Yep. On the line, that's a base hit into left field.
That's it for Syndergaard, or what's his name, deGrom.
So a solid single to left, and that gives him a multi-hit game here tonight. And as we check out our Atlanta Braves leaderboard, you can see that he currently ranks second best on the roster in that category. Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Brad Brock takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
29, Brad Brock.
These are tough conditions for any pitcher. Gripping the baseball, being able to drive that leg off the mound without slipping. Brock has been fairly effective this year in relief. Mostly a fastball slider pitcher. He has a decent repertoire of pitches, but he's mostly fastball slider, the occasional cutter to left-hand batters. At least that's the way I use him.
Into the box, Marcell Ozuna, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He went down on strikes last time up. Set. Here's the 0-1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. Fouled off.
Fat pitch. Don't do that.
Two and 2 to Marcell Ozuna.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
That's his second strikeout of the game.
He wasn't going for the slider, so
coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about
had to come with the inside heat.
Putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and the runner back easily.
Yeah, it was good movement.
Into the box now, Charlie Culberson, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And there he goes towards second. That's a strike. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Of course, it was the one time.
Second here with one man out.
The one time I decided to throw a changeup, and that's when he's running. Oh well.
Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second.
Would have loved that contact one pitch ago, but oh well. So now the runner on third.
The batter, the catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Ready once again, Tyler Flowers. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. From the stretch. The 0-1. And he fouls this one off.
Yeah, must be stealing my pitches. You're right.
Men on third with 2 down. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers.
They must have hired Carlos Beltran as a coach.
And he's struck
there we
out
go.
Again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in
So
this
good outing here by Brock.
He cut into that 6-3 deficit. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here.
Double
Shane
switch.
Green will come on now, and he'll slide into the
Shane
7th
Green
spot
is
in the
5
lineup
and
following
2
the double switch.
with an impressive
Travis Darno will
1.57
also come on now,
ERA.
so move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
And batting 9, number 16, Travis Darno.
Dominic Smith is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Let's get some more action in the bullpen. By the way, as you heard, Travis Darno comes into the game behind the plate and batting in the number 9 spot. So Gesellman's still warming up there, sure, why not? And Familia gets up. He's likely the guy that I'll give the ball to for the 7th inning.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Oof,
pretty well hit.
Clobbered
Deep
that,
down the line
well
and
foul.
Right, but that's back into the seats, foul.
Back into the seats, foul here in Truist Park, which
fouled away.
I have to say, it's amazing that the Braves, after moving into Turner Field in, what was it, 95, 96, mid-90s.
Here's another 0-2.
Nope, that's the ball.
Maybe it was 97. Park was just barely 20 years old.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3
gets
called
punched out.
anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know,
Just
I'm
barely
not quite
20
sure
years
how
old.
That strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging.
And they move out
He
of
tried
Turner
to check
Field.
his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire.
I
was
know
bringing
that
him up
there were
regardless.
complaints about parking at Turner Field,
Stepping in
lack
now,
of
Ahmed Rosario. Now a
infrastructure,
check swing, and we'll have an appeal down to first. He did go.
lack
says
of development in
Patrick
the
Johnson,
surrounding
so that's the
area.
first strike.
But it's now they've moved to this ballpark that is
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball
so
1.
far outside
They say
of the
the
city
toughest pitch in
center.
baseball is a located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slider is tough to hold up on.
technically
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
this ballpark, if you look at the mailing address to this ballpark, it's technically in Atlanta, but it's more of a postal anomaly than anything. I mean, it's well outside the city limits if you look on a map.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right.
Yeah, that drops in.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
That's a bloop single.
This guy's been swinging a hot stick lately. There's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink.
But you know, really just outside,
like he is right now, he's hot as a
the
pistol.
suburbs of
Here's a look over to first.
Cumberland, Georgia.
Back in safely.
And you know, the Braves argue, well, you know, now they've
That's
moved to the
wisely
geographic
another look to
center
first.
of their
Keeping
fan base. But
particularly close tabs on
you know,
it.
I always think it's a shame when a city loses their team, or when a downtown area of a city loses their team like this. That's not something.
Here's Jeff McNeil. Runner goes for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Way late, and he's in there.
It's not something you want to see.
Second.
And that, by the
Well,
way,
they
guy
threw
lucked out there.
times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag. So
all
they
right,
were
well, that's
onto
second
him, but he just
steal of the
waited it
game
out.
for
He
Rosario.
took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
0-1, here it comes. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. 1 out and a runner on second base. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Atlanta Braves should be
3 at-bats to this point.
In Atlanta. They should be near the city center of Atlanta. And to have a ballpark that is this far outside of
now the 1-0.
the downtown area, I think is kind of a shame.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. They still lead it 6-3. Jerry's Familia gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Jerry Familia.
Standing in, Austin Riley, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
Third baseman, Austin Riley.
All right, let's get We're going to sit down. Gesellman. We're going to warm up Wilson and Lugo.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. Familia is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Boy, he just threw that fastball by him. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, one down.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. He's set and the pitch. He's set. Here comes the 1-1 to 1-2 now. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. One out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Ozzie Albies. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 2-1. There's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Little chopper back to the mound. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Mets out in front 6-3. Luke Jackson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 77, Luke Jackson.
And you can see the next inning that the Braves are up. I face Markakis, Freeman, and then Acuna. So 2 of the 3 are left-handed. So my plan is to bring in the left-hander Justin Wilson for this 8th inning, and hopefully he gets the 1, 2, 3. But
ready to begin the 8th, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Pete Alonso. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. The 2-1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
And that one is a cold strike.
Come on.
As he's
Right down the
rebounded to
middle.
right full now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home.
All right, not
And
even close.
he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
The catcher, number 40,
Wilson Ramos will stride in again, as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Runners on first with 1 down. Two balls and no strikes to Ramos.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Three and 0 now. J.D. Davis is on deck. A 3-0.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
So striding forward now, J.D. Davis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
I agree.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
0-1 count. Here it comes.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. First and second now, one man out. This is line to left. Ozuna is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. And in the end, the tag appears to have been a bluff. He's back to second. Big spot here. First and second, two men gone, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. From the stretch, here's the pitch. On the
up
ground,
the middle.
back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. The throw to the plate. Safe at the plate as they tack on one more to make it 7-3 now.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You
All right. Clutch.
Grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't irk you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Number 24, Robinson.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one.
Nimmo with a couple of clutch singles tonight for RBIs. Hey, there's another.
Drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Oh, and he can't come up with it. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
And that scored Ramos from second, which would have been dicey, but him dropping the ball there.
Trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot.
That made it happen.
2 away.
Ramos scored from second. I considered having Nimmo run to third base also when I saw that he bobbled it, but I didn't want to push my luck. I saw that Ramos was going. I was comfortable that he was going to make it because he bobbled it. So I was happy with that. So now it's Mark Melancon comes in the game. Luke Jackson is out.
At the plate now, Ahmed Rosario. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. With runners in scoring position this season.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Gonna be a tough play. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 8 and the Braves 3.
All right. And you know what? I'm still going to go to Justin Wilson here.
Justin
Face
Wilson
these left-handers.
is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Not taking any chances. This is a good Braves team. I was like, what, are you questioning my call? It's like, come on, you got a 5-run lead. You got to give your bullpen a break. Put in Betances. Put in Gesellman. Eat some innings.
Now at the plate, Nick Markakis. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Here comes the 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line.
Get foul.
After it is Cespedes.
Oof,
and they can't run it down. A 1-1 home. Sent on the ground out to second.
Oh yeah, scooped it up.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
That's hit pretty hard too.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
1 away for the Braves here in inning number 8. And in to bat next, one of the best run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 1 out, nobody on. Bouncer to the left side. Davis brings it in, and there's out number 2.
Now back, the center fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Cespedes is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit.
All right.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
Number 6.
I wasn't completely joking about Betances, so, but I am trying to build his confidence back up.
First pitch of the at-bat. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Culberson stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
So stepping in, Yoenis Cespedes, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Here's the first pitch to him. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Fly ball out toward left center field.
Hey, that's a gapper.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with one away. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And we see there that they're currently ranked third best in that category in the NL.
All right, pinch runner for a couple of reasons. Cespedes is kind of tired. I know his energy is kind of low. I want to give him a break here, but also get a little bit more speed on the bases. Now his speed is basically average, but I want to do a little better than that. So I'm going to replace him with Marisnik, who's the fastest guy I have on the bench right now, and also he can just stay in the game and play left field.
Jake Marisnik will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 16, Jake Marisnik.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso.
Oh, jeez.
He'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike one. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Hit on the
hey,
ground
that's
to third.
through.
And that's through into left, a base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
That's why you put in a pinch runner, baby.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Look at that. Not even really well hit, but through that hole. Marisnik not stopping. Not a very strong throw.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
The 1-1 home. Pulls this one high and deep to right center field.
Could it be? Nah.
But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
Oh, no.
The relay. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Ah. So much for good base running. Hey, how's it going?
At the plate, Wilson Ramos as he lifts it in the air to right field. And that's going to fall for a base hit. He'll come home with it. But this won't be in time
I made
as
up for
he's
it.
well safe and the run scores.
Beggars can't be choosers right there.
Nah, Mets fan here.
Those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jam,
But the Braves
off
are
the
in
end of
first
the bat,
place.
doesn't matter.
So it's a big game. Yeah, I mean, they're still going to be in first place after this.
Stepping in now, J.D. Davis, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball
Nice.
one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Well, I'll be playing, it's the first game of a 3-game series. I'll be playing, you can subscribe, and I'll be playing game 2 and game 3 tomorrow, or, sorry, game 2 tomorrow and game 3 the day after. So far, the Braves have been a,
Swing and a line drive to center field. And
I mean,
that's
I'm
in
having
there,
a good
base
game
hit.
now, but the Braves have been a tough opponent
his
this
manager
season.
must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up
Padres-
5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come
I'll
to
tell you
an
in a
end
second. I've got to look at
anytime
the schedule.
soon.
I got it on my phone here. I'm playing the regular season schedule. It looks like the Padres. Not anytime soon. Yeah, I'm about a month away from playing the Padres.
Aaron O'Day comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
56. Aaron O'Day.
Yeah, it was batting practice. Not anymore. I can't hit Darren O'Day. I'm terrible against this guy. Oh, yeah?
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. No balls and 1 strike.
I'll have to look you up then.
Two men are on with 2 men out.
Nice. At what level? Oh, jeez.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2. Way outside, 1-2.
Nice. Which Class A team? I know there's a few.
And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as
and
the
it's only 81
retired.
miles an hour.
So
but
it's 2 runs on
his
5
delivery
hits,
is deceptive.
no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the
that's
Mets
awesome.
10 and the Braves 3.
I watched the draft this year a few days ago. I didn't watch last year's.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't.
Dylan Betances is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 68. Dylan.
Yeah, congratulations to that. That's great. I'll have to follow your career now. Putting in Betances here with the big lead to finish the game. Don't want to go to my closer and use him unnecessarily, but also I had such a bad outing with Betances a few days ago that in my mind his confidence is just shot, so I'm trying to build it back up. Partially my fault why he had such a bad outing. I left him in the game too long. I just out of frustration. Hey, you can't go wrong with eating pie. That's always a good excuse. What kind of pie?
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Peach pie.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Oh. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Alright, 0-2 count. I guess I have to go to the breaking ball here. Hey, I don't think I asked you what position do you play?
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Arizona League. Padres. Nice. Shortstop. All right.
Got him.
Oof.
And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
A good showing so far for Betances. And hey, you know what? The rain has been coming down all game, but there hasn't been a rain delay, and it looked like there for sure would be. I mean, at this point, I suppose the game would just be called. I don't know if the game, if this
Into
game
the box now,
does that,
Charlie Culberson,
or if it forces you to resume it.
In there on the outer half, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set, and the 0-1 fouled off.
Hey, Betances looking good so. Excuse me. Betances looking good so far. A lot different than his outing a week ago.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Ender Inciarte will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
This is the last chance for the Braves here.
Number 11, Ender Inciarte.
It's Michael Wacha on the mound tomorrow night. Out to see who pitches for the Braves.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He'll start this one at 269. Still without a home run and 5 driven in.
It's raining where you are. Yeah, you know what I did with this game, because I kind of started playing the Major League season, you know, a little later than the season would have originally started. So I'm a little behind. I'm like 3 weeks behind where they would be right now. But what I do is I look at the historical weather of the night in Atlanta when this game would have been played if there was a season, and it was a rainy night. So I said, okay, let's go with rain. It's just kind of a thing I do.
Betances is ready. 1-0 on its way.
Okay, this could do it.
The hole.
If I don't screw it up.
He barehands
and put it in the books.
What a play. And just like that, this one is over.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy,
1-2-3 inning for Betances.
At the end of this contest, the New York Mets took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Jacob deGrom earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Tyler Glasnow struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching
3
MLB
hits.
Network.
That's pretty good.
Have a good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the
all right, well, let's take a look at the highlights from this game.
7 men on base. For Atlanta, 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Braves,
this is what put the Mets on the board in the 2nd inning. Conforto with a 2-run homer. I think that was a 3-1 count. He was sitting on a fastball up in the zone. There's a mistake by deGrom. And on an 0-2 count, Acuna punished him with I think it was a slider that was just right over the heart of the plate. And he drove that way out to right center field, 415 feet. Then a big swing by Ramos with 2 runners on, and he pokes one just over the left field wall, 365 feet. There's a clutch hit here by Nimmo to the opposite field to drive in a run that made it 6-1. But the Braves weren't done, and after a couple of runners reached on an error, Markakis with a clean double that went all the way to the wall. Conforto wasn't able to cut it off. That cleared the bases. Oops. Conforto just walked into the wall there. So that ended deGrom's night. This is later in the 8th. Nimmo grounds out another clutch hit, RBI single, and the Mets were able to pile on some more. Cano with a line drive to center. That drove in a run. Acuna with the bobble there. And Alonso with a weakly tapped ground ball, but that just finds a hole. And that scored the runner from second. And then Ramos with more of a bloop hit. And that scored the runner from second. So Mets were able to put together a few runs there. And this is what ended the game. Enciarte with a grounder to McNeil. Oh, look at him being fancy. Just barehanding it. So the Mets with a convincing win. Game 1 here. Now 4 games from first place. Here's the batting line. This is impressive 3 for 4 night for Conforto. 3 for 4 and also a walk. So a nice, definitely improved his on-base percentage tonight by quite a bit. His on-base percentage is really a lot lower than it should be. Ramos continues his hitting tear. With 4 RBI. So, not bad. 2 home runs, 1 by Conforto, 1 by Ramos. And it's deGrom. Only 5 innings pitched, but he comes away with the win. Mets bullpen was effective. Did not allow a hit. Look at that. Mets bullpen, no walks, no hits. Hey, I'll take it. All right. For the Braves, Acuna was the lone Brave with more than 1 hit. He was 2 for 4. Markakis with that double as well, and that was it. So Tyler Glasnow with a loss. Glasnow, of course, is not on the Braves in real life. The Braves made a trade with the Tampa Bay Rays to acquire him, and ever since then, and a couple of other questionable trades that I saw the computer teams make, I turned down the computer trading, but I couldn't undo what they already did. So in my season, Tyler Glasnow is a Brave. Hopefully if I knock him around enough, they'll demote him and I won't see him anymore. But that's the situation with him. So Conforto is the player of the game. Let's advance the day by 1. Here's our matchup. Unless Syndergaard is rested enough, I'll have to take a look.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting off in the National League East, the Mets totaled 13 hits as a team as they pulverized the Braves
4.5 games
to 3. The Marlins racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington 11-6.
That's right, because they were 5.5.
The Philadelphia Phillies totaled 11 hits
and
as they secured the win in extras against the Rockies 4-3. Wade Miley earned the 3rd W of his season, leading the Reds to victory over the Padres 5-3. The Brewers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 2-0. They now have 5 straight wins. Luke Maile plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies, helping the Pirates push past the Giants 16-7. Madison Bumgarner earned the win, his 4th this season, as the Diamondbacks took care of the Cardinals 3-1. He is currently among the NL leaders in earned run average. Mookie Betts drove home 3 runs as the Dodgers grabbed the win over the Tribe 6-2. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Yankees amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Mariners 11-1. The Toronto Blue Jays combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 4-2. Yordan Alvarez launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total, leading the Astros to a win over the Red Sox 12-1. Jonathan Scope added 3 RBIs to his total as Detroit took care of the Rays 3-2. The Rangers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 3-2.
Tigers won.
The Minnesota Twins combined for 4 total home runs as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 10-0. It was their 5th straight victory. Sheldon Noisy was a clutch performer at the dish with 4 RBIs as Oakland pushed past the Angels 6-3. That's all for today's
He's been
show.
tough.
See
I think
you
I
back
beat
here
him
tomorrow.
once this
Have
year.
a great day.
But he's not easy. So we'll have to be on our game tomorrow, and hopefully the Mets save some runs for tomorrow. But you know, it was a promising start to the series. Betances gets his ERA down to 5.33, so he's still got some work to do. But he looked really good in the ninth inning, so that was encouraging. I probably won't use him tomorrow because I've used him for 2 games in a row now, and he's probably a little tired. Yeah, so we'll see how we do tomorrow. Good game tonight. And yeah, thanks for everyone who joined in. And if you want to watch tomorrow's game, I believe it's an afternoon game. Let's see. Yeah, it's 4 p.m. Eastern. My preference is to hold true to that. Then again, you know, life may get in the way, and if I have to alter that start time earlier or later, that's also a possibility. So yeah, just subscribe and you'll get a notification when I'm playing. But otherwise, I'm aiming for that start time of 4 Eastern. And yeah, we'll try and get game 2 going, keep some momentum. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.